two big guests for you. Omar Figueroa, who takes on Sergey Lipinets this Saturday night live on Showtime at the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. We taped the interview before Sergey Lipinets was added instead of Adrian Broner. So if there's some questions directed at Adrian about Adrian Broner, that's why you'll hear that. Also, we'll have Jessica Camara, who just scored a humongous knockout in Houston, Texas, a fight I broadcasted this past Saturday night live at the Bayou Event Center down there in Houston. So let's get right to it. Former undisputed lightweight world champion Teofimo Lopez began the takeover point part 2 as he stopped Pedro Campa in the 7th round of their fight live at Resorts World Las Vegas. Lopez did well. He broke Campa down slowly but surely, scored the knockdown in round 7, and then finally got him out of there. The time was 2:14 for Lopez, who's now 17-1 with 13 knockouts. Campa falls to 34-2-1. Look for Lopez to be back December 10th at Madison Square Garden for his usual Heisman fight in New York City. Also, the co-feature, unbeaten 19-year-old Xander Zayas continues to impress. Went to 14-0, scored knockout number 10, stopped Elias Espada, 5th-round stoppage, the co-feature bout of that fight on Saturday night. This weekend, we have some major stuff going on. The big fight will be Saturday afternoon here in the United States. Right now, I guess you call it for the weight championship of the world with Tyson Fury retiring. We'll get to that in a couple minutes. Alexander Usyk, 19-0, 13 knockouts, takes on Anthony Joshua, 24-2, 22 knockouts. That will take place in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Saturday. I believe the fight starts around noon on Saturday. So we will see possibly this comes down to the court of public opinion, a new heavyweight champion, recognized heavyweight champion on Saturday. Pretty good undercard. There'll be an IBF heavyweight eliminator between Filip Hrgovic, 14-0, 12 knockouts, taking on Zhang Zhilei, 24-0-1 with 19 knockouts, and also WBC light heavyweight elimination bout between Callum Smith, 28-1, 20 knockouts, against Matthew Batterleague, 21-1, 12 knockouts. Couple good fights on the undercard. Saturday night at the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, Showtime presents a quadruple header. Should be a nice long night of boxing. So I'm calling this like a triple pizza day. So it's a lot of pizza, a lot of good foods. Watch a lot of boxing from basically noon on Saturday Eastern time to about 1 o'clock in the morning in the United States. The main event will be Adrian Broner, who just pulled out of the fight. Omar Figueroa, who will join us in a minute, 28-2-1. He will take on Sergey Lipinets in the main event. Also, 2 world title fights for the WBA 140-pound championship. Alberto Puello, who's got a record of 20-0 with 10 knockouts. He'll take on Batir Akhmedov, 9-1, 8 knockouts, and a battle for the WBA super featherweight title. Champion Roger Gutierrez, 26-3-1, 20 knockouts, takes on Hector Garcia, 15-0, 10 knockouts. Also, Brandon Lee takes on Will Madera in the opening bout. I had a chance to talk to Omar Figueroa, who we taped this before Adrian Broner pulled out with his mental illness issues, and this is. Now join me on the line is Omar Figueroa Jr., who next Saturday night on August 20th takes on Adrian Broner in the main event on Showtime Championship Boxing live in Hollywood, Florida. Omar, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So as we tape this, we're about a week out from the big fight against Adrian Broner. How you feeling?
Better than ever.
So this fight was supposed to take place a couple of years ago. And then I guess, whatever, it got pushed to now. And talk about Adrian Broner, the fighter now that maybe compared to 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago. What do you see in Adrian Broner now?
I'm not paying attention to what he's doing. I have my hands full with myself, and that's really all I'm focused on.
This is a fight, two guys. I know you've lost your last two fights. He hasn't had the greatest success in his last 5-6 fights. You feel you're getting him at the exact best time?
I mean, I feel like we both need a win, so I feel like for the fans and hopefully the fans that are in attendance that are watching, they get the best of both of us.
Obviously, you're a former world champion. Do you feel this is the fight that's going to kind of catapult you right back into title contention?
Honestly, I'm just focused on giving a great performance on August 20th, and whatever happens afterwards, whatever happens. But I just want to make sure that I'm 100% for next Saturday night.
I know, you took a couple years off, and in that time, your brother actually kind of came in to become a big star in the sport, becoming a world champion. How proud of you? You like I said, you were kind of taking some time off, I guess, on the sidelines. Did you feel watching Brandon develop into the fighter that he did?
Well, I mean, it's exciting that was one of my biggest dreams for both of us to be at the top together. And so that kind of lit a fire under my ass to be like, all right, well, my brother already got there, so now let's get back there again, and let's both of us. I would love to be a champion right alongside my brother. I feel like that would be amazing for us.
It seems like you probably motivated him to become a world champion. Now he motivated you to become world champion again.
Exactly.
And what's that like? When you're in the gym together every day, you look over to your right. And not only is he your brother, it's a world champion training next to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It's the level of you can feel the energy in the gym when we're both in there and we're both working hard. And then not just that, my dad's there, my mom's there, my sister's there. So it's really a family affair, and we get to be a family in the gym and give it a world-class vibe, which is insane, and it blows my mind because growing up the way we grew up and the way we started, I mean, it's something that it's just a dream come true is an understatement.
You're back in the main event status on Showtime, and what's that say about you? You said last couple fights haven't gone your way yet. The TV networks, you're always in great fights. What's that say about you and your style for you to get this big opportunity?
Well, yeah, I'm grateful, and I feel like there's, it's just the universe paying me back for fighting the way that I fight, or preparing the way that I fight, or doing, what I mean? Like, it's just, I've done the work to get there, and now, it's being repaid, and I'm grateful. I'm happy. And that's why I'm even more motivated to go out there and give a great performance.
Without giving too much your game plan away, I mean, it's no secret. It seemed like in the past that real aggressive come forward fighters have given Broner problems. And, you look up aggressive come forward fighters, Omar Figueroa Jr., his name is as close to the top of the list as possible. Is the fight as simple as that?
I mean, I don't see why change it.
You feel he definitely picked the wrong guy on August 20th.
I feel like he picked the perfect guy on August 20th.
Well, the wrong guy for him, that is.
It's a matter of perspective.
So what do you want to say to the fans in closing before we let you go on Saturday night, August 20th? We'll see you at the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, live on Showtime, headlining a big 4-fight card now next Saturday night, August 20th.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm going to be in the best shape ever that I've ever been. I'm happy mentally, physically, spiritually, and never been better. So I just, let the fans know that, at least on my end, I'm looking forward to putting on a great performance for you guys. Thank you all for supporting me, even though I know I haven't been at my best, but I'm hoping to change that on August 20th and hope to keep it that way from now on.
Well, Omar Figueroa fight usually means war. From what you're sounding, trying to read between what you're saying, I think we're going to see a very entertaining fight Saturday night live on Showtime. Omar, thank you for a few minutes of your time, and we'll talk to you along the way.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. There you have it. Omar Figueroa Jr. Joining us here on the Abrams Boxing Show, fighting Sergey Lipinets. So, don't get confused. We taped that before Adrian Broner pulled out. Just a couple things here on Watch Boxing TV. Got a big fight card on Saturday night, live at 9:30 p.m. live from the Dominican Republic. Matches include fights from Lazar Stajanovic, Ulysses Diaz, Nicole Chaval, Angel Cruz, and Felix Paradas. So 9:30 p.m. Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time to 9:30. I apologize. So 7 p.m. Saturday night from the Coco's Restaurant and Sports Bar, live from Sosue, Dominican Republic. Again, Lazar Stojanovic, Ulysses Diaz, Nicole Chaval, Angel Cruz, and Felix Parada in big fights on Saturday night on WatchBoxingTV.com. Also, Saturday night on ESPN, ESPN Plus, WBO Featherweight Champion Emmanuel Navarrete, 35-1, 29 knockouts, takes on Eduardo Baez, 21-2 and 2-7 knockouts. That will take place from the Pechanga Arena in San Diego. Last Saturday night in Houston, Texas, I was able to broadcast a fight card live on BXNGTV.com that featured Giovanni Marquez and also recent world title challenger Jessica Camara. She scored an explosive, one of the most vicious knockouts that I've ever seen. She landed a body punch on Simone da Silva that had da Silva screaming. And I caught up with Jessica Camara, 9-3 now, 1 knockout. She probably will get another world title shot in her next bout or two. And this is what she had to say about the knockout. Here with Jessica Camara, coming off a vicious second-round knockout. First knockout, and she made it a memorable one over Da Silva here in Houston, Texas. Talk about this fight tonight.
I really wanted to show my power in this fight. I've been really working on body shots and sparring. So really my focus was, coming in with the jab and finding the body shots, and it worked.
So to talk about the shot, for those who didn't see it, I would tell them, it's worth the price. I've never heard someone scream when getting hit with a body shot, and Da Silva did that.
Well, actually, when I had her against the rope, I was throwing some flurries to the body, and I knew I had her hurt. And I noticed when I was throwing the left hook to the head, she was bringing her arms up, so I knew to double it up. High left hook, dig to the body, and that was the money shot.
How confident are you now? I know I talked to you this morning, talked about confidence. The win over Hardy, the narrow split decision loss to Kaylin, a fight that you told me you thought you won. Now this impressive performance with not only a knockout, a real vicious knockout.
Like I said, I just feel like I keep getting better. I want to improve on each fight, and I want to bring a whole other level to myself my next fight. So I just feel like the best is yet to come. Big things are going to come.
You want to get your trainer, Ian McKill. Come on in, just for one question. What are you seeing over her, especially over the last 3 fights?
I've seen she's world class without question. I think she's. We have Mary Spencer in my gym as well, and her and Mary work together on a regular basis, and I see them both growing exponentially because of the work with each other. So I think we're going to have 2 world champions, female world champions for my gym in the very near future.
I know 135 is more your ideal weight. You took that title fight at 140. So let's call one of the champions out at 135. Who do you want to see next?
Who would I want to fight at 135? For a world? Well, Katie Taylor's got all the titles, so I would love that fight.
But if not her, who else would be out? You say maybe if she goes to her fight with Amanda or something else, who else is out there for you?
I would love to have a shot fighting Chantel Cameron. I know she does have plans to fight Jessica McCaskill, but hopefully down the road I do get that shot.
What do you want to say to the fans in closing?
Sorry, well, tune in. I know keep watching out for me. Big things are going to come, and I'm just going to keep getting better. So be on the lookout.
Congratulations. We'll see you soon. There you have it. Jessica Camara with a vicious knockout win Saturday night in Houston over Simone da Silva. Look for her in a big fight. Probably in her next fight. She really looked good in the fight on Saturday night. Hard knockout, and we'll be hearing more from the Cobra from Montreal. So, just some news items. Joseph Adorno has replaced Shenard Bunch in the main event to take on Hugo Alberto Rodin, the main event of a ShoBoxing New Generation fight card September 9th in Atlantic City. We'll be on the premises for that. Adorno 16-1-2, 14 knockouts. Also, the WBA Championship Committee has notified that Gilberto Ramirez and Dimitri Bivol must fight next. And in fact, a purse bid will be held on Sunday, August 21st in Orlando, Florida for that fight. Much anticipated fight for Gilberto Ramirez taking on the world champion Dimitri Bivol. The WBA Championship Committee also has withdrew the recognition of Juan Francisco Estrada as their super flyweight champion. Joshua Franco remains the only 115-pound champion by the WBA, and that reason was because Estrada will defend his 115-pound WBC version against RJ Cortez, 23-2, 10 knockouts, September 3rd in Hermosillo, Mexico. That will be live on DAZN in the United States. So look for Juan Francisco Estrada to get one in before we see the trilogy fight with Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. The Bella Entertainment has signed WBC 12th ranked super middleweight Carlos Gongora. Gongora 20-1 with 15 knockouts. So we will see Carlos Gongora fighting under the DeBella Entertainment banner. The WBA Championship Committee continues to making fights to kind of consolidate their titles. The latest being is cruiserweight Arslan Goulamirian is now the lone champion after Riyad Marhai resigned his regular championship fight and will not fight Goulamirian that was ordered. Speaking of the WBA, the teams of Leo Santa Cruz and Lee Wood have agreed to consolidate the WBA Featherweight Championship. Look for that fight on a PBC platform. There's talk in November 5th or 12th, so look for that. Peculiar situation happened in Prescott Valley, Arizona, as the now three-time canceled fight between Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer was supposed to take place. We interviewed Farmer and Bay over the last couple months. The fight didn't happen. In fact, the fight got canceled during the event. Bay and Farmer both went on Instagram Live citing promoters did not fulfill their obligations. A lot of finger pointing going on there. But Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay did not happen last Friday night in Phoenix, Arizona. As we alluded to before, Tyson Fury, and the reason why I'm putting it a little bit far down because I don't know what to believe. He retired. Then he said he wanted to fight Derek Chisora. Then last week he retired again as, he had all kinds of crazy rants. And, before he retired, Isaac Lowe was going to be his new trainer. But then he announced his retirement. So, and then he had a talk with the WBC. And the WBC has given him till August 26th to either, say he's retired for good or not, so they can do something with their WBA championships. Well, Deontay Wilder's coming back. He's ranked number 1. He's going to face number 10 ranked Robert Helenius, it seems. Also, the number 2 and number 3 fighters, Joseph Parker and Joe Joyce, are going to get on. So I don't know if maybe some kind of tournament, maybe some kind of maybe they make one of those fights for the championship, but they have to fight the winner of the other fight. So let's August 26th, we'll figure out what's going on with the WBC championship. Finally, heavyweight knockout artist Arslanbek Makhmudov has signed a co-promotional deal with Top Rank. He is with Eye the Tiger Management. And in that deal, we're going to see some Eye the Tiger fight cards on ESPN Plus from Montreal. They put in some good fights. Camille Estefan with some good action up there north of the border. Saturday night on BXNGTV.com, we'll see Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment Sports show. On the headline bouts will be two separate heavyweight bouts involving Cassius Chaney and Giuseppe Cusimano. And, real quickly, just want to reiterate, 7 o'clock this Saturday night, live on Watch Boxing TV. It will be a fight from Coco's Restaurant and Sports Bar, live from the Sosuea, Dominican Republic, with matches including Lazar Starjanovic, Ulysses Diaz, Nikolai Shava, Angel Cruz, and Felix Parada. I'd like to thank our guests, Omar Figueroa and Jessica Camara. Tune into Abrams Boxing on YouTube. We have a lot more interviews that we are putting up this week. Giovanni Marquez, a couple other guys. We're going to maybe get some post-fight reaction for some of the big fights over the weekend. So I hope everyone can tune in next week, and we will talk to you along the way.